Welcome back to Building Arkansas Lacrosse. This is our install for our four-man diamond offense. We will be ramping up a bit by adding a defender to our shooting drill. We'll be replicating going over the top, as we see here, and going underneath. Now for this drill install, you can use an actual defenseman, or you can just use your attack in middies as they go through the shooting drill. If you are using middies and defensemen, make sure that you're watching their approach. You still want them to get something out of it. And because they'll be sliding to a dodger that needs a slide, you can be very critical of their approach technique. Are they going to the right shoulder? As you can see, we want the coach to dictate the terms of the drill without the ball carrier knowing. So he should be standing behind the dodger at the start of the drill, or he can even tell the slide man what to do the rep before. So the slide man goes in knowing what the decision is. You could use goalies for this drill. I would also communicate with them in advance what the defenseman, the slide guy, is going to do, so he's not frustrated. And you're also going to have rules in place for the shooters so they're not coming inside of 6 yards and ripping one hands free on the goalie. Okay, here's the drill. We have 1 is orange and then 1 and 2 in blue on offense. 1 begins his dodge. The slide shows for a second there and then retreats by staying with 2. So as the dodge begins, 1's got to decide on the fly, am I sliding or am I staying with my man? So we're picking on that pressure that we put on him to try to change his mind on the fly. In this case, he stays with his man, and our dodger gets to come right down the pipe there for a shot on the run. We want to make sure that we're doing this drill when we're shooting the sweeps on the run, because that's what's going to happen in a game. Okay, now we're going to take a look at it from the other situation. We've got 1 again in orange loaded up as our defenseman, as our slide guy. In this case, he is going to go. 2's got to follow. He's got to find that soft spot in the defense to present a target, catch the ball, and then shoot it. The big coaching point here for 2 is that he is filling that space in behind. There's going to be an off-ball defenseman behind him, so he's got to get upfield a little bit to create that cushion for himself to be able to catch hands-free, either stationary or on the run, and then shoot stationary or shoot curling back downfield. Okay, now we'll look at dodging underneath. This illustration isn't great. We'd still like to be a little bit more aggressive with fighting our way back towards that far pipe. The defenseman holds on the one-on-one, and that gives us a chance to shoot the ball. Want to make sure that we're shooting with our hands back inside the field, in the middle of the field, as we showed in the last video by this Utah midi who changes hands, the stick head gets to the middle, and we improve our angle. Now we're looking at the other opportunity here for this offense. When we go underneath, the defenseman does decide to slide, so now 2 has to find a little bit of a passing seam. He's going to catch curling towards the ball and then redirect it to the back of the net to the far pipe. So whenever we're dodging, we don't want to worry about our on-ball defenseman. We want to feel like we're going to win that matchup. So before we begin our dodge, we should always be aware of where our teammates are and identify the slide guide. This drill allows us quite easily to identify who is going to be sliding towards us. We should challenge the dodger to make eye contact with his teammate, make eye contact with the slide guy before he begins his dodge during this drill. Our keys for shooting on the run, shooting off the ball, and feeding don't really change from the 2-on-0 video. But now that we do have that defenseman on the field, the ball carrier will have that moment where he can't see his teammate. This means that we need to place even more emphasis on the off-ball offensive player calling for the ball, convincing his teammate that he is open, and to throw it to him. In our next installation video, we'll be discussing a 3-man drill. By installing the 3rd man into the shooting drill, we can teach them what we want to do if we're making an extra pass back. As you can see here with 5 starting to creep up as his man is sliding upfield to cover our crease pop. or if we throw the ball forward. As always, please leave comments with your feedback or requests, and we'll talk to you soon.